Boston, partly cloudy, high of 16. New York City of 17. Washington, D.C., clouds and a high of 19. It's breezy in downtown Toronto and overcast. 5 degrees at Pearson. 680 News Time from Double Dome. 6:30.
Number 1 for news in Toronto. This is 680 News.
Here are James Monroe and Laura Carney. Good evening. This is Wednesday, October 17th.
Here's what's making news right now.
Bye-bye DeRozan and hello Kawhi. A fresh-looking Raptors lineup welcomes a new season in their home opener at Scotiabank Arena. Snow and ice pellets spotted today in and around the GTA.
Basically, winter's almost here.
About crappy weather, then I can't make money.
We've got details and reaction coming up. For some, this is a day that has been a long time coming.
I never thought that cannabis would be legal.
But while many are celebrating by smoking up, some say this is just a small step forward.
A roll denied for Paul Bernardo. The convicted killer had applied for early release after serving
680 News Toronto's coming in right now. Oh, it's the signal's weak now. It's fading away. Poor satellite signal. Uh-oh. Come on.
Northbound on the Don Valley Parkway, slow north of Dundas to York Mills, and then northbound on the 404, north of Shepherd as you come out of the Collectors. The left lane is blocked with a small vehicle. Tows are on scene. It's backed up from the 401 in the Collectors, and then northbound 404 is backed up approaching Steeles to north of Major Mackenzie. Northbound 400 delays north of Shepherd.
That was signal's getting a little bit stronger.
Drive east of Port Union Express, approaching Liverpool Collectors to east of Salem, and then busy.
Getting that cold channel interference from New York State. But right now I'm picking up 680 News Toronto. As soon as it starts to get dark, it should come in. It should get more stronger.
And up to about 50 to 60 kilometers per hour. That continues tonight and will continue to drive in these lake showers mixed with wet flurries and ice pellets. But the temperatures drop to 0 here in the city. Wind chills -6 in the morning. We'll be close to -2 for places like Newmarket and Uxbridge. That's the area that's under the special weather statement is northern York and Durham northward from 3 to 2 centimeters of accumulation. You can even see a couple more centimeters of accumulation for Mount Forest and Barrie. As we head through the day tomorrow, it's below seasonal, 8 degrees, a mix of sun cloud, west winds up to 30 kilometers per hour. Overnight tonight, we are down to a low of 0 degrees. It is currently 5 degrees over Pearson.
680 News Time, 6:44.
Leave the north, and it's going to feel like the north in Jurassic Park tonight. One of the most anticipated seasons in Raptors history tips off at 7:30.
680 Stuart McGinn is bundled up outside Scotiabank Arena and joins us live. Stuart.
Yeah, James, I am bundled up. The only thing I'm missing is hand warmers, which I've seen from lots of Raptors. Some fans are fired up about the additions to the lineup. Some aren't so hot on the latter.
That's a different one. Different story.
When all the chatter means basketball is back. It's an evening full of surprises for fans inside and outside of Scotiabank Arena. For those braving the cold...
There we go. Now 680 News is coming in very good. Coming in strong. Signal's very strong now.
Many other Raptors game this season. Reporting live outside Scotiabank Arena for the Raptors home opener, Stuart McGinn, 680 News.
680 News time, 6:35. You might want to find your snow brush when you get home. Areas north of the city could be in for an early taste of winter tonight. 680's Mark Douglas is on the weather watch.
In and around the GTA, it's the first real sign of winter. This caller to our traffic center. Not from Innisfil.
Just looking out and Allen
We've had snow in the area, all the way to 100 area. While down here in Scarborough, we had ice balance. Fabulous on the ice falling through the windows of the restaurant. The winter, my dear customer, tell me to have to work in
The signal's weak.
It's day one of weed being legal in Canada. It's been a day of celebrating for pot advocates. 680's Moment Corrections at the Friendly Stranger on Queen West.
Funky music plays as people celebrate the arrival of legalization. Weed is here. I never thought that cannabis was an emotional moment. It represented steps in the right direction. And that's something many people here have been saying to me. While this is a momentous day, this isn't the full legalization we've been promised. So Matt says he'll celebrate, but there's still a long way to go. So every year I'm going to celebrate on October 17th now. But at the same time, there's going to be bigger milestones in the legalization process. And one day we'll get there. But right now, this is more symbolism than anything. At the Friendly Stranger Cannabis Culture Shop, I'm Momin Qureshi.
Now, not every Canadian supported legal weed, so will there be any political consequences for the Trudeau Liberals? 680's political affairs specialist John Stahl weighing in.
Well, there sure could be political consequences a year from now heading into the next election if the
Now the Side Lake signal's coming in very good.
more dire.
680 News coming in 100%.
Or predicted. We won't know that, of course, until we do through experience with impaired driving, increased accidents, if there are going to be any, failure to snuff out the underground, or an epidemic of underage kids getting and using to the point that public consciousness is raised again. Question the decision going forward.
Meantime, legislation will be introduced before the end of the year for an expedited pardon process after initially saying there will be a 30-gram limit for eligible cases. The federal government now saying there will be no weight limit for simple possession charges.
680 News Time 6:38. Parole denied for convicted killer and rapist Paul Bernardo. Here's 680's Irene Precklett.
Parole board wasn't buying Paul Bernardo's story that he was a changed man. The 54-year-old saying his crimes were dreadful, that he had long suffered anxiety and performance issues, and his crimes were an attempt to deal with that. Among his crimes, the murders of teens Leslie Mahaffey and Kristen French. Tim Danson is the lawyer for those families.
It was very difficult for the families to hear Paul Bernardo's evidence, if we want to call it that, his explanations for his crimes.
Bernardo will be eligible for parole again in 2 years. I'm Irene Precklett. Coming up at 6:41, traffic and weather together on the ones.
680 News Time 6:39.
Proudly serving the GTA 24/7 for 25 years. This is 680 News. Legendary capability for everyday adventures. The Range Rover Velar, Land Rover Discovery, and Discovery Sport are perfectly suited to take you
Westbound Ellesmere is blocked at McAllen because of a collision, and northbound Yonge is a single lane at Stouffville Road because of a crash. Now the 680 News gas price update. MPRO predicting the price of gas will rise a cent at midnight to $1.24.9 a liter at most GTA stations.
680 News Time 6:40.
Sometimes the best things in life we have yet to discover. At Decorium, we are more than a furniture destination worth discovering. I'm Steve Forberg, CEO of Decorium. Your home deserves more choice. We offer hundreds of possibilities.
Brought to you by Appleton College. It's been a great drive today. Continues to be on westbound on the 401 Also, the left lane still blocked for spill cleanup after an earlier crash. Here to find the west side 401, slow from 16 to Broad Street, 4 points to west of Lake Ridge, going through Kennedy and the collectors, then westbound 401 and slow from Wharton Express, approaching Leslie collectors to Bayview, from the Allen to 400, alternately Express and collectors, then from Mavis to approaching Mississauga Road, and then jammed from approaching Winston Churchill all the way to Kelso, where the left lane is blocked. Westbound on the Campbell Road, approaching Appleby to Guelph line, it's slow through that stretch, and northbound Guelph line backs up to Glenstone up to the 401. If you want to take westbound Barrie as an alternate, that is the best one at this time. Westbound on the Gardner Expressway, that is slow going west of the DVP to west of Strong, a delay from the Hubbard Bridge to Royal York. Westbound QEW slow, 427 to west of Huron, Ontario, Ford Plant to Trafalgar, then from Burlow to the 403 ramp in Burlington. Westbound 403 backed up, approaching Eglinton and the collectors to west of Mavis. Traveling on the northbound 404, problems north of Shepherd and the collectors have cleared. You're going to find delays starting northbound on the Don Valley Parkway, Gerard up to York Mills, and then backed up northbound 404, north of the 401 and the collectors. Again, problems north of Shepherd have cleared. Another delay approaching Steeles up to north of Major Mackenzie. Northbound on the 400, Vision Finch to Steeles, then flow from Highway 7 in the Express to north of Major Mackenzie. Delay north of Highway 7 in the Express. The fourth lane from the left is blocked with a stealth vehicle. Emergency crews are now on scene with tow trucks. Eastbound on the 401, slow going approaching Dixon to Victoria Park Express. Approaching the 400 to east of Kilo and the collectors. East of Warren to Avenue collectors. East of Young to Leslie collectors. Victoria Park to Kennedy and the collectors. Then eastbound 401 is back up east of Fort Union Express. Approaching Liverpool collectors. Learn more about Appleby College as they're opening up this Saturday.
Uh-oh, Signal's a little weak. Come on, 680 News, come on, Signal.
The Lincoln precipitation is aligning with the wind, so out of the northwest they're coming in, and it looks like we've got a good, decent band with reduced visibility just to the northeast, and that will be making its way into the north of GT very shortly here. So if you're driving through one of these bursts of snow with much reduced visibility, so please slow down out there. And we are looking at trace to a centimeter or two of accumulation across the north end of the GTA. Even though we'll get the flakes here in the 416, a lot of it will be melting on impact here. We are down to a low of 0 degrees tonight. Wind chill that we're waking up to is between -6 and -8 in the morning. It'll be a dry Thursday, a mix of sun and cloud, and the high 8 degrees below seasonal. Friday morning, lots of sun, increasing afternoon cloud. We'll get into some rain through the evening hours. Friday's high back to double digits at 15 degrees. Overnight tonight, we are down to a low of 0. Special weather statement exists for northern York, Durham, northward for the snow, and it is currently 5 degrees now out at Pearson.
680 News Time, 644.
Slows and are not happy with the way the You're thinking about getting a 2018 Ford Edge.
Oh, yeah, and I can get it with...
This is All News Radio, 680 News.
Mostly cloudy, 6 degrees. Good evening from the 680 News Broadcast Center in downtown Toronto. I'm Laura Carney.
And I'm James Monroe. Here's what's making news right now.
Expectations are high heading into tonight's Raptors season opener. Bundled up fans filling Jurassic Park ahead of the 7:30 tip-off. A special weather statement for areas north of the city, calling for lake effect snow that could last into tomorrow morning. And it is the day marijuana advocates have been waiting for. Weed is legal across the country.
On the markets, TSX down 50, the Dow off by 92, Canadian dollar down 1.5 cents, 76.79 cents U.S.
Time now for 680 Sports from Sportsnet 590 The Fan. Here's Alex Rivero.
All right, Laura, we have the first starting five for Nick Nurse as a head coach in the NBA, and this is how the Raptors will go against the Cavaliers down at Scotiabank Arena. Kyle Lowry at point guard. Danny Green makes his Raptors Kawhi Leonard at the 3. Pascal Siakam starts tonight at the 4. And as we expected, Jonas Valanciunas will start at the 5. Will go up against Canadian Tristan Thompson. Tonight, Game 4 of the ALCS. Houston looking to even the series at 2s with the Boston Red Sox. 8:30 on the Fan and Sportsnet. Earlier today, the Red Sox announcing that Chris Sale will not be good to go for Game 5. Still recovering from that stomach illness. He will pitch in Game 6 if necessary. Leafs loaning Eamon McAdam to the Marlies. A sign that Frederick Anderson should be okay to at least back up against the Penguins tomorrow. And the news earlier today, GM Kyle Dubas is working away in Switzerland, having talks with William Nylander in his camp as they try to break their contract stalemate. Sports at 15 and 45 past every hour or anytime at sportsnet.ca/590.
680 News Time, 648.
Run!
Why?